always taken an inordinately long time in order for me to load the feed of my own video. Hate that. Damn you, Twitch. Damn you for providing the service that I actually use. And immediately into chapter 6, where we left off. Escape. Need to hide. But where? Hell. Please. What's happening? Don't be frightened. Be safe here. Mother will be back before you know it. Wait. I'm scared. Want to stay here? Why is everyone so angry? Please, Mother. Mother. Chapter 6, Memory. Now back to the action already in progress. Alright, now, just who are you? Hey, stop! Keats, she'll get away. What's this way? Are the Hag and Ellen up ahead? Now we're finally beyond the final door. What shall we discover? Or cutscenes. Okay. Hi, Ellen. Ellen, why here? Yes, I see. She never really disappeared. She was here all the time. The hilarious twist is that she never left the henge. She's been here the entire game. Not really. Is the Hag here? I don't know. Oh well. It seems that it won't be long before the mystery is fully solved. There's only 2 chapters left. We gotta solve these mysteries.
You! No! Ellen. Ellen.
Now I finally understand your true intent. Why you came to this village in the first place.
Please, help my daughter.
He's gone. He's flashed into the picture, just like in the end of The Shining. This is Doolin. Now the interesting thing is that they tried to do that whole, was Ellen ever really doing anything, or was she just crazy the whole time? Yet they clearly have Keats here, who's also exploring and discovering things he couldn't possibly know without talking to the dead. Meaning that, yes, it's pretty obvious that there is actually a netherworld, and Keats was visiting it. Now you could make the argument that maybe Keats isn't real either, except for the fact that he's clearly interacting with other villagers, meaning that if he's not real, none of the rest of the villagers are, and Ellen's just completely crazy. Which I guess is sort of an option. But still, it doesn't really work as well if you don't have, like, the single Ellen story and then the Keith story to, like, follow it up. Sort of like there was writing, and they were going, like, yes, we'll like this cool story here, and then they introduce the other character, and it kind of spoils it, you know? Celia, did you ever get lonely because you and your mom never see each other? Not really. I know my mom loves me, even if she is far away. One day, I'm going to work overseas just like she does. I guess that explains why she was in the boat at first. You should be a painter, Cecilia. Then travel the world and paint. You're wicked at it. Yo, you're wicked good, girl. Oh, Herb, that would be brilliant. Have you finished drawing yet? Yes, it's a Picasso. Forget to make me look cool. You're going to be a writer, just like my dad. Huh. It'd be interesting if we had known that his dad was a writer before now. Well, I think you'll turn out something like this. Finished? Come on, let's see. And let's have the audience see, too. Nope, we're not gonna see. It's starting to get it. This is Doolin's past. Congratulations, Keats. You've discovered what we all figured out, well, quite a while ago. Definitely the Netherworld. I can tell from all the tainted green sky that looks nothing like the real sky. Was this where Ellen landed? Technically, she landed somewhere in the real world, I guess. Or maybe not. I'm not entirely sure what's going on right now. Well, looks like the two kids are off towards the lighthouse cape. Okay, off to the lighthouse cape we go. There's two blue dots up there, so I'd imagine that this is where I'm supposed to go. There you are. Celia, what did you put inside? A picture of the coast? How pretty it was? Once again, that's that weird picture that's like a doorway at the end of a twisty road. It looks nothing like the ocean. An entrance opening up, leading right into the ocean. So that looks nothing like the ocean. It looks like a cubist drawing. I want to remember that always, even after I grow up. Put in my medical records. I'm sick of just being sick. You see there, it was a pun. It was a sick pun. Doesn't Dr. Lester need those to treat you? No. I think that's a HIPAA violation right there. Clearly those records aren't secured. A picture-perfect village, full of fog, and darkness, and terrible foreboding. But things can't stay peaceful here forever. I wonder, what's the date? 2015. I gotta get back to Marty. Cecilia, where are you? Cecilia? Today's the festival of Samhain. Where did she go? Hey. 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 This is the henge. Looks like it was gravely wounded inside the henge. Which means events are unfolding in there this very moment. I better get in there and investigate. With all due haste. Gotta go in there. Gotta see what happened right now before it goes away. Maybe I'll take a smoke break. Nah, I should probably wait that. Hey, Dr. Lester. no, Cecilia, Cecilia. You have to calm down, Herv. Let's have a look at you. Yes, you're about to expire. Let's get my medical records out and... Where are they gone? You have to get her out of here. She'll die. My God, this is grave indeed. If she dies, I'll be down to one patient who can possibly pay for my degree. Cecilia was taken to the church. You can't see what actually happened to her? It seemed like I want to see what happened to her. What's she talking to? What's going on? This is where the tragedy begins. Cecilia would only waken days later. Meaning that if this village is formed from her memories, then we can't actually see what happens. Of course, if it's formed from her memories, then how would she know that Dr. Lester and Herb are out there? It's almost like this plot point doesn't make much sense. What? Are you certain? It's the truth. Harriet told me. Why? Why? No. I've already seen this cutscene. Where is Cecilia now? Where is she? Well, she left for the clinic this morning. I imagine she's now at home. It's a lovely shade of purple outside today. Apparently, rather than having a memory, that Memoisy had a battle inside of it. And also, I'm not entirely sure where we are. What was that? Memoisy, Ellen's memories of fear. A door shutting off the past. I can reach the end. Stay alert. Oh my. I'm gonna need a little bit more power for that whole group of guys. It's the wrong one. You know what? Oh, it burns! Now that's an attack. Transcending is all worth it, just to use the huge-ass fiery explosion. Yes! This is a really weird, surreal little place. I like how it's got like the whole the electric power lines form a continuous circle. Let's get the weird sky. Reminds me very much of a Alan Wake thing. Kind of this surreal battlefield thing going on. Herv, let's play. That's the most dramatic scene in the entire game. You killed Herv. Herv, why'd you get him, bad little witch? Ah. They've become zombies, run! You killed him, you killed Herv, he's dead, I'll kill you. I'm fairly certain they have, in fact, become zombies. They're gonna start doing the Thriller dance. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Oh no, what have we done? Rain, you must leave the village. I'm without sin, but you must leave. But I can't. You must go. Go fast, you must. What about you? You must survive at all costs. What? What do you mean you must survive? You're afraid of the little girl? What? You're gonna confront a little girl. Are you afraid she's gonna murder you? I guess maybe if you're worried about her murdering your son, but still, you're bigger than your son was. Right, this is where Herv's father falls to his death. Right, I've read the script. This is the part where that interesting plot point happens. But first, a battle. Apparently, we have arrived in Warcadia. Sort of. Ah! Okay, so fire does nothing to them. Great. The ice blocks go right over their heads. Rascal. Just about enough of you. my way! There, keep the thing with that. With that. Stupid chicken light bulb thing. Don't you guys just die? No time to actually absorb you. Gotta defeat you. Come on! Come on! Get up. Oh no! A small incline. My greatest enemy. Free stuff. Done. And now, into the void. What did you do? What did you do to her? Please. Please. Why you? What have you done, little witch? Bring him back. Bring my herb back. Crash. Mother? I'm sorry. It's my fault. Shh. My darling. It wasn't Ellen. It was someone else. The mother was murdering them all. Ah. Plot twist. Of course we know Ellen wasn't murdering them. Ellen's not competent enough to actually do anything. Oh, but I mock Ellen because she really gets the shaft in the story. Even though really she has combat prowess. She jumped off that boat in the beginning. She should have more to her character, but she's got no gumption. So here it is, the hut Ellen is using. Something happened here. Even the plot even the hut that's just here so that she can have a base is something. Who would have thinking? Say, can we do an entire chapter that's nothing but story revelations? No, throw in some battles. Really don't make any sense. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Apparently they didn't even pop out, they just fell right away. Ooh, they're immune. Can't see anything. Right. Come on, you sky porcupine. I can see ya. Ah, still got hit. Come at me. Natural destroy element. Which means the best weapon to use against you is you. Nom 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 nom. Delicious lance machine things. Suck down that water of life. Open the door. Get on the floor. Do the dinosaur. Please, I need to know. I really need to know. We're pals, aren't we? No, I hate you. I don't know anything. Yes, but you saw something. I know what happened to the church. You want me to keep that secret, don't you? No. Herv. How did you get inside the ruins? I want to meet the fairy too. You better help me here. What did you see? Somebody. Wait, no. And out she went. Cecilia. Hello? And suddenly, old Mr. Keys is an angel now. Cecilia? After killing Ronaldo, this is where you hid your beloved daughter. Please come out. But oddly, she was not to be found. Yeah, so Keats apparently accidentally put Ellen in the hut where she was hiding as a child. That must have been traumatic. Where could have little Cecilia gone to? No. Ryan threatened her Donald, and she ran away. And thus began a new tragedy. But as for me, I'm just an onlooker. I'm just a reporter. Cecilia. Once again, if this is formed from Ellen's memories, how does she remember that? Nobody remembers that except for Ingrid. And even then, she wasn't there for the other scene, so none of this makes any sense. That's right. At this point, someone killed Ryan. I wonder who could have possibly killed Ryan. Ah, his grave is not here. Who's next in the list? Bring it. Oh! Big boy. Ow. How did he hit me behind him? Time to actually capture these guys, unfortunately. Smack you down, Walkman. Which also opens the door. Looks like he got rocked. Yeah! Stop! Don't run away. No. I don't know. Stop it. Who? Gotta keep saving that game. Mother? I'm scared. You've murdered everyone. Where are we? It's okay. No one will find you here. Stay here until I come back. Darling, be back right away. No. Mother, don't go. Mother, I'm sorry. I just heard. Hush, Cecilia. Don't cry. Mom's gonna sing you a lullaby. You'll be okay. You did nothing wrong. You're my little angel. Now I'm off to go murder more people to cover up your crimes. Away! Here, Cecilia prayed, and her friend and 2 villagers died. No clear way to piece together cause and effect. She was too young to, after all. Cecilia ended up blaming herself. And the fear, terrible fear, of her being brought back there again. The terrible fear of actually having to show us what's behind this friggin' door. A big flaming monster! Oh no! So bad. I need ice and I need herb. Capacity too, apparently. Good to see that he's still a big sack of hell. The longest of all capture types. Go out, do your taxes, read a novel. Start a family, raise a couple of kids, invest in a small business. Build a castle, a stone, learn to ice sculpt, learn to draw, master a couple musical instruments, start a band, solve war, end world hunger, cure AIDS, get a doctorate. Build another castle out of smaller bits of stone. Cover historical artifacts. Read War and Peace. And probably still have time for lunch. What lies beyond the door? First her's father, then Ryan. All because of me. Why must people die? Why must people grieve and hate one another? What would make the world better? Just wish really hard, and people will suddenly be less crummy to one another. That's the secret. Where did things go wrong? I only wanted to save Herb. Hello? Who's that? And who's up next on the docket? So this is where she was. Imagine that. Where her mother told her to wait. Do we finally get to see what's at the back of this room? No, we're just gonna get to the end of the hall again. Keats? This is no place for a lady. Luckily, you're no lady. Person who cares for you asked me to come to rescue you. Ask you to rescue me? But who? No one cares for me. You should find out for yourself. Ellen, I'd like to introduce you to your mother, a crazy old lady who murdered people in your name. Enjoy. So, my mother is waiting for me? Yes. There may still be time. Your life has been sadder than others, but not a bad life. Well, we don't know much about her life. We literally only know from the time she came to the village and also a very dramatic moment in her past. Now you have to find your own way out. Overcome your trauma. Alright. Yes, I'm sure Ellen, the girl who has just quivered in fear of everything, is going to overcome her deep emotional trauma in like 2 seconds. Are we still in the corrupt village? Yes, apparently we are. Can I leave? Screw it! I'm getting out of this game! Nah, it's probably not this. Okay, we have a storybook for the corrupt village. Even though the corrupt village isn't really a place. And inside it says, shoot the bad man, then shoot the bad man, then electrocute the bad man. This is actually a much smaller room than I expected. I mean, I think it ends just after the Memoisy there. For those of you keeping track at home, this will be the 6th folklore, even though there was apparently only 5 folklores. Also worth noting is that this folklore exists only in Ellen's memories, because this netherworld apparently didn't exist prior to her being all upset. So yeah, that's cool. She gets her own little world inside her crazy mixed up head. That intro was so much cooler than she deserves. Shooting at it does not appear to work too good. Out of my face. Be afraid of the water droplets. It's not very effective. Yeah, big-headed weirdo. He looks kind of like a mushroom. Mushman. Your attacks are ineffective and you are weak. Weaker than Ellen even. That's a good comparison. Just keep pouring on the heat. I'm sure eventually we'll manage to accomplish something. Truly, truly exciting. Forgot how this works. It's been so long. Oh, leading to Butter Zone. Yes, 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 yes. No, 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 no. It's an all means of capture. You gotta use everything. Looks like this fun guy just lost the battle. Where's she gone? That witch. I won't give up the chase. I'll make certain that she pays. Rain. You must leave this village. You must hide, Cecilia. You will need a new name. From now on, your name is useless. I mean Ellen. I will protect you, no matter what. But I'll never tell you about it, and I'll leave you in an orphanage, because that's protection. Say farewell, Cecilia. You are now Ellen, my dear. And that's how Ellen got her name. Wow, Mom, that was a long, boring story to tell me about how I got my name.
Mother, I finally found you.
Ellen, I'm so sorry. When I fell pregnant with you, my life was not easy.
It doesn't matter. What was it like the day I was born?
For one day, everything was radiant. A beautiful July sky. Rolling hills of lavender.
And then you were born, ruined it.
I was so very happy. A new life. New hope. You comforted me so. I will never forget that day. I couldn't stay with you, but I swore to myself that I would always protect you.
From the shadows,
The
but not
fairy
actually
that
doing
watched
anything.
over me was you. My own mother. Why didn't I realize it sooner?
I'm sorry. To put you through such an ordeal.
No, not at all.
And to have left you all alone.
Please, Mother, I was always happy. I hate to think that I ruined your life.
Ruined. Oh, quite the opposite. I live to protect you, my dear Ellen.
Mother!
Ellen. Show me your face. I'm so glad you're alive.
She's died of plightitis. Of plotitis. Save game. So, was that in the corrupt village or was that in the real world? Was that a memory of that happening or did that really happen? I'm so confused. Chapter 7. Fear. The Mind Killer. Can we speak? You're speaking to me right now. Keep it short. No sentimentalist. I know. Did you say your goodbyes? Yes. She would protect you. She was at peace. Except for the fact that, you know, you're still kind of in danger. I understand now. My safety meant more than anything to her, and my memories of the village were pleasant and warm. Irv and I gazed often at the sea. Ellen, about that painting that I found. It was a portrait of your mother. You look just like her. Yeah, it's almost as if you should have noticed, hey, this looks like Ellen, at the time, rather than saying, who is this? Apparently my late father painted it himself. I don't think we ever find out who that late father is. He was just some mysterious person who came by, knocked up her mother, and left. It really is a striking resemblance. I can hardly believe it myself. Must have meant a lot to you. Yes, reminding me that I was not alone. I had a painting to look up to and be my friend. Oh, Mrs. Painting Woman and I, we laughed for hours. Rain wrote the letter that summoned you to this village. We learned that in Chapter 1. I'm going to reiterate it right now. When she ascertained your whereabouts, which we're not going to explain how that happened, she pretended to be your mother, and then tried to kill you. Of course, then again, most people who meet you try to kill you, apparently. But your mother, she sensed what was going on. She has a sixth sense for daughter danger. And then, she must have killed Rain. Your mother, Ingrid was protecting you. She always has been. Mother. The second and third murders, these were committed by Suzette. Okay. It's news to me. Much like us, she was looking into the events of the past. Suzette was involved in it all. Dr. Lester and Harry must have spoiled some secret. You know, I was kind of expecting like a Scooby-Doo reveal, like they pull the mask off the hag and it's Suzette! Oh my gosh! But apparently no, it's just like, oh yeah, Suzette committed the murders. No big deal. The only way we'll get the truth is from Suzette's lips. At the henge, the hag wasn't stabbing the doctor. She was trying to remove the knife. Because she never heard of fingerprints. And as for the murder 17 years ago, the one that has troubled you for so very long, it was wrought by a mother trying to save her little girl. You were convinced your mother had abandoned you, so you banished her from your memory. Thanks for explaining the plot there, Keats. Leaving only one harrowing recollection in your mind. That of the two who treated... That of the two who threatened... Who threatened you meeting their demise. Every last person who knew what happened at the church is dead. None remained to tell the tale. I know you still intend to go to the Netherworld core. We got one more chapter to fill out. Keats, I must go. My planet needs me. I need to know what I saw deep within the ruins. You're the only one that can seek Beryl, anyway. Oh yes, we're gonna fight Beryl. In the most anticlimactic way possible. Don't worry. I'll open the door. It won't take long. Very well, but watch yourself. Oh no, it won't take long. You have a habit of letting your guard down. Thank you, Keats. Just in case I fail. Stop right there. You won't fail. If you fail, the plot would end here. We can't have that. Okay. Here goes then. Moon powers activate! Heh. Apparently he's gone Super Saiyan. It should be noted this is the real world, meaning that made absolutely no sense whatsoever. Like, not only is she like using the cloak in the real world, which we haven't seen before, but she's also flying for some reason, which she never did before or ever again. So you know, that's great. But we're gonna follow it up with something even better.
Mortal fool! How dare you release me?
The Eye of Sauron!
Already decided. I want to know everything. I won't give up.
Keats. An opening in the henge. Must lead into the heart of the Netherworld. Lost memories and feelings. Pile and pool there. Sounds thrilling. So yeah, there was a cutscene battle with the final folklore, and he just sort of died in 2 seconds. Didn't even fight back, just immediately was whipped out and taken down by Ellen. Also, we're in the real world, and here's some fairy denizens, and everything's all screwed up now. So yeah, that was a big anticlimactic battle. They hadn't really built that guy up that much, but I mean, that's bad. Also, Ellen has a new cloak for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, it's like the writing just kind of fell apart there for a few minutes. What do we do now? I don't know. We solved the mystery. What do we do? And then Ellen goes Super Saiyan and kills a big guy. Ah. Also, her personality is completely different in that scene, in the first scene of the game, than anywhere else. I'm sure you realize that. Veen will join us here soon to ascertain our future. Now, at last, we can restore the twin trees of life and fulfill our deepest dream. Once we remind mankind the realm of the dead exists, we will create myths as they once did in yore. Mirthful dreams of an afterlife that distracts them from strife, unites them with nature. Surely they will. Before I do anything else in this land, it is time to finish some quests. What's that you say? You want to see the inside of the last level? What could be beyond that glowy door? No. You want to see me do some quests. Huh. Suzette's gone. Well, I guess I'm the murderer in this game. Better get out of here. Harriet's dead. Hey, O'Connell. Ellen, you've returned. Can't apologize to you enough. You'd think the regression hypnosis would have such an effect. It's alright. We're only trying to help. Besides, I need to go through that, I think. Deep down, I was convinced, falsely, that I was a killer. Wasn't able to feel good about myself, about anything. Ella, would you change that? You helped me get past it. Well, you're very kind to put it that way. Happy for you. Please don't sue me for, screwing with your head and everything. Hypnosis always goes so well for everyone. It's wonderful, truly wonderful to have you back. Did I mention that I saw what your mother looked like? She had a very kind face. You're quite fortunate. She could have been ugly, you know. I know. Hey, Mrs. Lester. Ellen. Miss Lester? Thank you for everything you did. Ingrid was at peace. I could see it in her face. The hallowing look of a woman, her mouth agape, her eyes wide with fear, a look of peace. She was a good mother. Yes, she was. You do realize she abandoned you completely. Like, she didn't have to run away. I have Suzette in the church. She still hasn't woken. So you've been looking after her? Well, of course. I'm not quite sure how to feel now that I know she's the killer. But I've been waiting and waiting for her to wake up. I feel sorry for her, you know. Ellen, please. You have to find some way to help Suzette. I spoke to the pub owner. Ask him for details. I told him to give you a quest. Take the quest, Ellen, please. You're back. I was really worried. It's okay. You don't have to say it, I know. Say what? Let's play together again. What are you going to say to each other? Not like you two have interacted or done anything together. Let's go check on Suzette. He's probably not dead. Maybe. Knock, knock, knock. Let's see here. I don't see her over there. And don't see her in here. So apparently she's not actually in the church. Great. He's escaped to kill again. Oh no! Either that or they just didn't bother rendering her laying in bed. Hey Joe, did you add that character to the bed in the last section? Nah, it's fine. No one will actually think to go look there. There's Keats. Give me another beer, bartender. Ellen? Hello. Thank you for taking care of my mother. Aye. She'll be missed, lass. But she must have been happy. She saw you before she passed on. I think so. She was everything I'd imagined she'd be and more. She was a real person. I suppose you're for a few things left to piece together. About your mother, about Suzette as well. Her mother died peacefully. I'll give her a good burial. Here's the available quests. The Girl and the Robot. Now that's gotta be the name of an anime, I swear. I wonder if Charlotte's dreams are caused by a quarrel. Charlotte has bad dreams every night. I heard her say, "Please don't fight," in her sleep. Who is Charlotte? Not your daughter, is she? Ellen, you were just talking to Charlotte, like, not 2 minutes ago. It's a family thing. The parents never got along, so they divorced. Still upsets her now. It's probably still hears the fighting, even in her dreams. Poor child. What else does she say in her sleep? Well, she keeps talking about Ricky something. I don't know, it's pretty referring for a little girl. Something about hell. Going to hell, living in hell. Going to hell in Amazon, who knows? Something about Gam and Gee. I don't know. They seem to be robots that she dreams about. Strange, perverted girl. She believes that they really exist. I see. You ever met him? No, I swear. I swear I'm not crazy. Hey, you left the bar. So you came. And Guy had disappeared. You knew around here, see? Came into being just like that. Knew those two like fighting, I thought. They up and left. Wonder what was on their mind to make them run off like that. Hey look, another human in another world. Hooray! Charlotte, what are you doing here? You're gone. Garen, you're gone. I mean, you could see them? What do you mean? We always played together. I could see them as plain as you. They always fought. I hated it so... What's wrong? I told them, stop fighting. And they went away, just like that. It's all my fault. I hated it, I really did. All I ever did was fight. I know. Cheer up. I'll go and find them for you. Ellen. Again, you came for me to find them. I'm glad you're here, Ellen. You're like a big sister. You're like an older version of my character model. Sometimes a child strays into another world. It's a collection of thoughts, memories, of the afterlife. Because it houses souls as well, people treat it as a meeting ground for the dead. Into the darkness. No time for chat. Gotta go find a lost half-life. Sneaking past me right now. No time for ankle biters. Always used to play with Charlotte. When Charlotte told them to stop fighting, shocked them right into that disappearing act. Let's discover the secret of this mystery. He can stand! I didn't know he could actually stand. Here you are. Go back to Charlotte. She needs you. Two of us are always fighting. It wasn't until Charlotte told us to stop that we realized why. Why we exist. Charlotte's parents snapped at each other her entire childhood. They came into being because she wished they would stop. They're quite fortunate. Most half-lives never learned their reason for being. And if you stop fighting, we'll stop existing. That is a miserable existence right there. What? That's how it should be. The world is better off without half-lives. After all, we're only proof of how much Charlotte hurts inside. She's been lonely without her playmate. Worry for her. Look after her, Alan. Sweet. At least we agree on something. We are brothers after all. And they disappeared into non-existence. Yeah, that's kind of terrifying. Also, Ellen's belly button costume. Look at that belly button. Sorry to worry you, Charlotte. You've made up now. That's right, brothers forever. I'm glad we're fighting. Take care, Charlotte. Are you going somewhere? Right? Not exactly. But you're a big girl now, so you won't be able to see us anymore. What? I can't hear you. Who said that? Gam or Key? Don't leave me. That's depressing. Kia vanished. How could that be? Ask some of the other Half-Lives. For a long time, I never thought about what Half-Lives really are. None of us had the slightest idea of why we came into being. Half-Lives. Half-Lives only live half a life. The souls of the dead, pushed into being by the living. It has to be a strong wish. In Gam and Gee's case, Charlotte wished with all her heart her parents would stop fighting. She never voiced that wish. Her parents separated. She was left with only regret. Now, she finally escaped from her past. She's told Gam and Gee she's no longer a child. They vanished. That's how they wanted it, I think. They knew why they came into being, so they were ready. We're all like that, I suppose. Over wishes. We want to vanish one day. We just don't know how. Put it out of our heads. Live carefree lives. That is beautiful and tragic, and more than this game deserves. I had a dream. You were in it too, Alan. In the dream, Gam and Gee became friends. But then I couldn't see either one of them anymore. Only children can see them. You must be starting to grow up, Charlotte. So, they're not really gone? Of course not. They'll always be watching over you. Like a guardian angel. You really understand how I feel. Lots of people have friends they can only see when they're children. Really? Now that I think about it, I had a friend like that myself. Once again, that was beautiful and poetic, and way more than this game deserves. Well, maybe I'll go outside. Could I have a rest? I don't know. I'm getting pretty sloshed here at the bar. Glug, 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 glug. Meanwhile, Alan doesn't drink, just holds up the ceiling there. I think you've still got a few things to put together, haven't you? That's true. I don't have all the facts yet. Why don't you follow the dead into another world and get your answers there? Why don't I? Still, I'd like to unravel the deepest psychology of the real killer. Dark impulse. Determine the truth about Suzette's past in the murder. We have Suzette in the clinic at the church. Sure you do. Miss Lester is looking after her. She's fallen into a coma and won't wake up. I think that the cause of her illness is emotional. She has been badly hurt. We're relying on you to bring an end to this. Take this knife. Slit her throat. No one will miss her. Memories of half of Suzette's life are scattered around. Please save her, like Ellen. She came to the village. Darkness within her. Darkness. Why? Why does my life have to be hell? Who on earth is Herb? Why do did my mother end up like that? There's no way to die. My father and brother, why did they die? Collect them memories, Keats. What is she up to? She finally found the person she was looking for. She's writing a letter, but to whom? To Lynn? The village where you can meet the dead. Something's very odd. She's up to something. I have to go after her. My mother. To Dulin. That's where she's headed. The reason why my family fell apart must be hidden there. Ride the elevator because it wouldn't be folklore if we didn't have to pull the drag chute for an extended period of time for no particular good reason. Eat that salt, Keats. Eat it up. Ascend. Something that's actually going to work against these guys. Out of hell! Oh. If I go far enough that way. Broke my stride, man. My stride. That's to have my stride. boy does nothing to him. Hit him hard. The slowest of all capture methods. Probably grind to level 120 in World of Warcraft the time it takes you to capture one guy in this method. No time for play. Thanks for helping me through the door there, buddy. But you have to be so rough. So I got a place to be. Bye now. Harriet, Dr. Lester. These two must know what happened in the village in the past. She went to the cliff? What is she trying to do? Who is she waiting for? I see. She followed her mother, Rain. That's why she was at the beach. And Ellen appeared, followed by me. Hey, Ingrid. How's being dead? Who are you? Tell Cecilia. Ellen. Tell Ellen. Save Suzette. The village's past still has a grip on her. Get help from your parents in the fairy realm if you have to. The fairy realm. Suzette still hasn't woken, but she seems less pale. It's only a matter of time. But why should it matter to you if she wakes or not? This girl is responsible for what befell the doctor. My husband would have cared for a sick patient no matter what. Yes. I'll leave the rest to Ellen. I'm real busy doing a bunch of nothing right now. Oh, by the way, here's this extremely valuable ruby. Don't lose it. Oh, Keith's got a lot of hard drinking to do. He's got to take a break from all this weird netherworld stuff to get so drunk he doesn't realize he's not still in netherworld. Suzette is still out cold. Keats said that it's your responsibility to cure her of her trauma. Don't know why he couldn't do it himself. He seems like he's the more, actually useful character, but whatever. He wants you to find out why she committed those murders. That's what I heard my mother say to Keats. When did you hear that? You weren't there for that. Yes, I'll look into it. It's my responsibility indeed. To the fairy realm! Away! Husband and wife, thought to have left the netherworld, are lingering in the fairy realm, waiting for you, hoping you can help their daughter, Suzette. Thanks for being the narrator there, Frizzy. Go to the audience hall. You can see them. Hey, Keats, what are you doing here? Keats, thanks for all you did for Suzette. I didn't do anything. Just wanted to know how she ticks. I'm not welcome in the fair realm, so your turn. You see, that's an actual good explanation for why Keats suddenly decided not to complete the quest. As opposed to, let Ellen do it. Her parents are still lingering here somewhere. Did I leave the stove on? It's wrong. Need to go. Fairy Lord says that you may use the audience hall as you please. Does that as a favor to you, Alan, for your valiant efforts on behalf of the fairy realm. You guys aren't even worth my time of day. Look at the botters. Oh, come on, Ellen. You had to dodge one attack and you failed. Hey, Bonetta. When you first offered the memento at the altar, I heard the voices of the dead, too. You know, my father was always thinking about his son. Skatabaruba. Please, Ellen, make those parents find a wish come true. Do it for this old, bony saxophone. Listen to this. Just after you two came to the village, Keats contacted the dead and heard Rain's voice. She lived a twisted life, but now it's over. She wants to do something for her daughter. Their wishes led them to the audience hall. Make Rain's wish come true. Apparently, that was the secret. You came. Thank you. Our love for our daughter keeps us in the netherworld. You're aware that you've already explained that the dead don't actually live on the netherworld. This is just their memories, right? Because that makes this entirely different. But time runs short, so we will have to move on to whatever comes next. You already have. We have one final favor to ask of you. Please, save Suzette. You're not going to explain how, are you? And now I am in the corrupt village, which I didn't know still exists. What does she think she's doing at the cliff? She's waiting for someone. The person coming here is the one who's always hated. Huh? Who's there? Up close? Is that who she's meeting? Wait, there was someone else. Young woman? What's going on? Who is that? She's fallen? It can't be. What happened? So Suzette was watching against the cliff too. She followed her mother Rain to this village in search of her past, just like me. This? What's this? Her bag? Can't be. See, Rain's belongings washed up and Suzette found them. She learned about the past and why her mother wanted revenge. Dr. Lester was involved in my brother's death. That's the reason my mother treated me like that. I want to scream. Why? Because I feel bad for my mother? Or should I give a damn about her? Ah! What do I do? How am I supposed to escape all this pain? I think I'm out of things to interact with. So time to go back, I guess. I have no direction at this point. So I'm just running around in circles until I find myself some Moisies. I hear one. She's really dead. This is where Suzette confirmed her mother was dead. She talked to me. She knew it was her mother. Could use some direction at this point. Okay, that gate is locked. Those stones kind of look like gravestones. It's weird. Suzette's memories seem to have been scattered around the village. If I gather them all together, maybe I can see her. She left the strongest thoughts in her home, where she was killed. Where else? Or is that where she killed? The Netherworlds? The dead? How stupid can she be? Just forget it all. Life would be nice if you could just meet the dead. It doesn't work that way. That's why me and my mum's life have been so miserable. I could have let go of the dead, so we took it out. She couldn't let go of the dead, so she took it out in the living. Suzette, you ever realized how you felt? It must have hurt you terribly. Dad left me a letter. Did that for me. Just for me. So this is family. We should have understood it sooner. Stupid Keats. He mind his own business. Live the way I want to. I can't do that. Like you, I can't forgive them. I want them all to pay for what they did to my family. Explore every square inch of the corrupt village. Gotta find all her memories. I did it. I killed Dr. Lester. I have to get away from here. Am I close? Who is that? If I'm the doctors, I bring the villagers here. His mom was only trying to save Dr. Lester. The villagers saw her, completely misunderstood. Yeah, and by villagers you mean Keats and Suzette. In other words, the murderer trying to cover her crime, and Keats, who sort of didn't know what was going on anyways. Apparently there's a memory of Harriet, too. Ah, that's two people. Everyone involved is gone. So now she's killed Harriet. Everyone involved is gone? I said that under hypnosis. Can't believe what the hypnosis revealed. Ellen's terrified. She killed my brother. That must be why she blocked out all those memories. Now I have to kill her. I don't have any choice. But should I? I don't want to kill Ellen. I love Ellen. She's the only person who's ever looked out for me. She was so sweet. I want to forget the family's grudge, everything. I want to start over again. I can't keep fighting back these dark urges. Suzette. Hi, Suzette. How's being a scattered mind? Sorry for all the trouble, Ellen. At first, I thought you were just nosy. But you came all the way here, just for me. Let's go back to the village. What's this feeling? Like I'm about to remember something. Suzette? Uh-oh. Strange. Is this a memory from before I was even born? I don't think memories work that way. Oh my. Mom, stop fighting. Let's just leave the village and go somewhere far, far away. Just leave Herv's mom alone. What are you saying? She wants to kill us. But Mom, there's a little baby inside her. Herv's little sister, Suzette. You were so little, still you stuck up for me? How could I remember something like that? Unless someone else is there remembering for me. Maybe the village itself remembers all kinds of things. You were so good to me, then and now. In return, I killed your mother. Wish I could have been more like you. Suzette. Tragedy. Tragic, tragic, tragedy. Suzette says she'll give herself up when she's on her feet again. This is my husband's last testament. Give it to Suzette. Might help ease her feelings of guilt. Miss Lester, are you sure? You would want it this way. Where you be, girl? I was dreaming. Maybe I should leave the village. I didn't want to kill you. I couldn't control my urges. I'd like to begin again, if I can. This is Dr. Lester's last testament from his wife. She thinks it might ease your mind. Also, you should know, the one who told me how to save you was my mother. You know, that's really sweet of you. Here's a yellow rock. Are we gonna find out what was in the last will and testament? No? That sucks. And because I haven't greeted everyone as Ellen during the day, Ellen, please, you have to find some way to help Suzette. I spoke to the pub owner. So apparently you don't have anything new to say to me. Great. Is Suzette in the church now? Survey says... No, she is not here. All important quest thing, but no, it doesn't actually affect anything going on in the game. Okay. Geets, you take the wheel. I think you're still got a good few things to put together, don't you? Now get out of here. Get out of here and get back to work. The other day, Suzette returned from the henge in a state of confusion. She's resting at the church at the moment. She can't talk to you. If you want to know more about it, ask the pub owner. Already finished that quest, lady. What'd you find, Ellen? Fear I made you cover for my failures. Not as I see it. They were hardly failures of yours. She was a murderer, not in the past or present. She wasn't a murderer, not past, not present, not ever. Owen's mother committed the murder in the past to protect her daughter. And to think Suzette was responsible for the doctor's deaths and Harriet's. How she got to that point? How she got to that point, I'll never know. It's one story we'll only get straight from the source. Got nearly all of your answers, have you? Quite the sleuth. Coming from you, that sounds more than a bit like sarcasm. Well, I am a scholarly gentleman. Sorry, I've made the occasional rude remark to you, haven't I? No fret about it. Exchanges were half the fun for me. Of course, pretty much everybody in the village is dead now, so I got no one to talk to. So I guess it's time to see all the half-lives. Take a nap, sap. a glowing portal to the netherworld. Yeah, I've already seen that though, so I'm bored. I actually think Dr. Lester sits out front of his house at this point, mostly so that you can't see the portal in his house during the day. It's possible that they just like only have the one version of it now. I don't think that you need to try to tackle all the netherworld core at once. There's always some spooky places there where this suck up people's fears and scary thoughts. In other words, well, to think of it as the other way. If all the fear got out, we'd have big trouble. Was fun talking to you. Let's be friends forever, okay? Worried about my mate, Scarecrow. There's too on us to see. Don't know where he gets it. Rest of us do everything half-arsed. Well, it was fun knowing you. Give him another world core. Don't die. You might wind up looking like me. Just a little joke there. Just once I wanted you to hear me perform. Ah well, that'll be my one regret. The village has calmed down and the smell of death faded. At least things feel peaceful, even comforting. 17 years of murder have finally been put to rest. It's a lot of murders. Welcome back. Looks like you got quite a bit to do. But your investigation must be nearing a close. I've already done all those except for that one. That one is actually related to folk that I'm not going to see right now. I wonder if I say the same thing to Ellen. I just think you need to try and tackle everything. Yeah. Same thing to both characters. Kinda boring. You did very well, Ellen. You make a wonderful messenger. Some among the living grieve, some among the dead regret. But you brought them together by ferrying messages to and fro. You helped heal the wounds the sting of events left with us. We'll make it the village. We may not meet again after this. So we'd better say our farewells now. Goodbye, Ellen. Take care. To warn you, the player, that the game is going to end, and there will be no final chapter. Welcome back. Looks like you got quite a bit to do. The daytime pump owner. Talk to him and sort that out. And you may still have time left to explore the netherworld core. O'Connell came round the other day. Looks like he can't forget his dead girlfriend. He wants to know what she saw when she put on that cloak. Do you know what that means? Yes, I'll look into it. That woman was a danger. She was ready to reveal Netherworld's deepest mysteries. She was too smart for her own good. So an assassin took her life, somewhere up ahead. makes no effort to stop Hellworld's assassin. He tried to send Lulu's help, but she would not go. Maybe the ancient forebearers can unlock the cloak's true powers and meet the dead. The humans that allowed them tried to do the same, and had disappointing results. Few mediums and priestesses live on in the world today. The last living to tread before you, for you also obtained the cloak beneath the hinge. I saw Lulu, first messenger I've seen in a while. She was better suited for the job than most, if you ask me. She was an archaeologist. Curiosity spelled her doom. She died here. And was mummified in the real world, apparently. The scholar's lover, Lulu, was here, I'm certain of it. She came to the henge before you did. Took the cloak. She wasn't as strong as you are. Hello, Lulu. You'll end up learning the fate of a messenger. There's no such thing as dying in Netherworld. You simply cease to exist. That is incredibly scary. Follow that clock man. I think it's actually the same doors for both Ellen's and Keith's. Stumbled upon the deeper workings of the Netherworld. But unlike you, she thought in terms of logic. It is a Netherworld. She couldn't resist digging. So we murdered her. The villagers know death's secrets, and value life too much to delve into those mysteries. For Durlin, the festival of Samhain was fast approaching. An eve of evil spirits, 9 days of prayers for primordial chaos. Strange how these warm receptions toward an outsider like me quickly faded with the setting of the sun. For this night leads to another world. I don't recognize his voice. Could it be Lulu? I broke my promise to the villagers and opened the door. The air around the henge was stifling. My breath froze in the twilight. When I kept walking towards the henge, what was that faint light escaping from within? The thought occurred to me, I should try my possession. But then I saw it. A netherworld wayfarer put to land the dead, a being not of our own world. Message told and disappearing in Moisey. I continued my hunt for the fairy beneath the henge. Could it lead mankind to happiness? A fairy that grants eternal life? Or something more? Somehow, I made it back. My body is melting into the darkness, fading from sight. I should not have donned that cloak. It will destroy me. I was alive, and I chased death so doggedly. Ellen. To you, my successor, I leave this message. When you called, I did not answer. For that I am sorry. Because of me, you perceive the netherworld as a world within your head. What if it does exist? I'm not proven otherwise. There's no proof it doesn't exist, therefore it must be true. You need to see for yourself, one way or the other. I pondered it a long time. All modern thinking points away from an afterlife. After we die, we decompose into particles and cease to be. So what does that mean? We leave no mark? No proof that we lived? I think we do. And that is the netherworld. So I tried to find answers. Is there a netherworld? Where is it? What form does it take? I would have given anything to prove it was real. Navel gazing, brought to you by Lulu. She... Sir Lady not appearing in this game. So, you say Lulu died trying to prove the netherworld exists. Yes. I believe it's all she talked about when she was alive. She and I distance ourselves from the reality of death. Modern thinkers always do. We have no qualms about denying the afterlife. Only because we refuse to see death for what it is. But losing the one I love shattered the ideals I was born with. I pray for another world, so my Lulu's soul lives forever. But the conclusions can't wait. I will keep living and studying. I would very much appreciate your help. Hey, Keats. Netherworlds, is it real? Just a dreamy delusion? Fascinating question. I had to go with the former, which said the real netherworld is this space we're in. Huh? Traditionally, other realms are connected to Earth somehow. They exist in the same plane. After death, tissue of living creatures decompose over time into particles, which then scatter across the Earth. That's not the end. Because within those particles and the space they form, the memories, feelings, the past, the soul, proof we lived. All that information has to be stored somewhere. Because what we leave in space transcends death, the march of time, we can analyze that information later into something visual. In short, travel to another realm. Keats, all this navel gazing and bullshit, I don't believe any of it. It's a theory of mine. But we're only just beginning to understand particles. Maybe in another 12 years, when someone records this game, they'll know more. Perhaps even a god particle by then. How they behave, what information they hold. One day, we may find science and myth overlap. No, you probably won't. Oh, also I found this part of your picture book. I would have used it for my own picture book, but it doesn't make any sense. Oh, and a purple rock. Ursic and his friends, they may not but make so much noise this time of year. It's about time for Urfer and to get together. I meet at the watering hole in Hellrealm. You go and teach them a lesson. They slightly inconvenience me. Go murder them in their sleep. Watering hole over here. And look, a bunch of water stones. Inside all these water stones. A bunch of nothing, actually. The door's closed. What happens if I try and destroy them in a different order? Apparently isn't going that right. Not there, and they must be here. I still don't know what I'm doing though, which is unfortunate. Ah! Right in the face. There's so many of them. trying to capture them because there are way too many. Seriously? Hardest attack to beat in the entire friggin' game. Even when you avoid it, you're still gonna get by it. With him. In a hurry before help arrives. What do you mean before help arrives? There's 50 billion of them. How is this not already help? endless sea of them. You people just die. Die! Die! Damn it, just die! Just die! Finally. That's the last of them. Should be a lot quieter now. Thanks for teaching them some manners. I have a feeling they'll be back, though. Anyway, thanks to you, here's your reward. Catch 3 within the time limit. No, I think I am done for the day. I've had enough of the busy work quests. And I'm going to go back to Netherworld Core for that final chapter. Alright. So the next stream will be the final chapter. At least start of the final chapter. The final chapter is already, I remember. So until then, I shall see you next time.